Good morning, children and parents of St. Jude's Brampton, and those of you joining on YouTube. Oh, welcome to the Children's Message. My name is Amelia, and I am super excited to be here today. Today's lesson comes from the fifth Sunday of the year. But if you notice, today is Tuesday, February the 11th, 2025. I'm on a little bit of a break, so I thought I'd get my work done before I leave and post my video later. Thank you for coming out. I really look forward to doing today's lesson because we've got a great craft, so stick around. Today's lesson is titled The Marvelous Catch, and our lesson comes from the Complete Children's Liturgy book by Katie Thompson, published by 23rd Publications. So, Peter and his friends James and John had been fishing all night without any luck. Jesus told them to sail out again and cast their nets one more time. Listen to what happens. So today's lesson, we continue on with the Gospel of Luke. And today's lesson is Luke chapter 5, verses 1 through 11. Let's get started. Jesus was preaching by the Sea of Galilee when crowds of people gathered all around to listen to him. Jesus noticed two fishing boats tied up nearby. He climbed aboard one which belonged to Peter and asked him to sail out a little ways from the shore. When Jesus had finished talking to the crowds, he turned to Peter and said, "Sail out to the deep waters and cast your nets." "Oh, Master, we have been fishing all night and have caught nothing," Peter said, "but I will do as you ask." That day they caught so many fish in their nets that they were ready to burst by the time they got home. Peter and his friends James and John were filled with wonder and fell down to their knees. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Come and follow me." So they left their boats and became disciples. So let's talk about that. Why did Jesus climb into Peter's boat? Well, so many people had come to listen to Jesus teach that day that there was very little room left on the shore. So by getting in the boat, he could go out a little bit, and that many people could see him and hear him properly if he sailed just a little bit away from shore. After he had finished speaking, Jesus told Peter to sail out into deeper waters and lower his fishing nets into the sea. Why did Peter not think it was a good idea? Do you remember? Peter, James, and John had been fishing all night, and they had caught nothing. They were probably feeling pretty tired and pretty disappointed and pretty eager to get home. But Peter did as Jesus had said, and they sailed out to deeper waters where he cast his nets. Do you remember what happened next? Right. Peter felt unsure, he already trusted this person named Jesus, and he was ready to do whatever he was asked. Did Peter and his friends manage to catch any fish that day? You bet they did. When they began to pull their nets, they caught so many fish that their nets were ready to burst. Isn't that wonderful? How do you think they felt after that? They probably were overjoyed by the marvelous catch after their long, disappointing nights fishing. They were amazed by what they had seen, and they began to realize that Jesus was no ordinary man. When they returned to shore, Jesus invited these fishermen to follow him and become his disciples. They left their boats and nets and went to help Jesus tell the people about God and the good news of God's love. So today's craft, I'm really excited about. Today we're going to make a diorama. Do you know what a diorama is? Well, you're going to in a minute. So, today we've got the lesson. Let me find it here in the book because I've closed my book. And a diorama is kind of a small little scene. So think of a 3D picture where all the parts are in the picture and you can see it, but it's got a little bit of space to it. It's not flat like the book. So today we're going to make this diorama, and for your lesson papers, I have printed this page twice for you. So you can have a couple of fish, or you can have as many fish as you want. And I encourage you, fill your sea with fish, just like the nets of Peter, John, and James. So what you're going to need first is to put away the book, right? And you're going to need to take a box, an old box. So what I have here is a Kleenex box that I cut the top off of. And I'm going to keep that top, but I need the box. And then you take the box and you line the box with aluminum foil. Aluminium foil, depends on how you say it. You put the aluminum foil all on the inside, and then you set it aside. And then you take your coloring page, and you're going to color the scene with the fishes and cut it out. You're going to color the little sign that tells the story of the marvelous catch. You're going to color the fishies. And like I said, make as many copies of these fishies as you want, because it's a good story. Remember, in the story, they had way more fish than they were expecting. Now, I kept the piece of scrap paper from cutting out the fishes because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that in a minute. So what you want to do is take your scene with the fishies, and you're going to tape it in the back of your shiny box. And because your box is shiny, it kind of reflects it a little, right? You want the shiny side out. So let's secure that in the bottom. With a little bit of sticky tape. Just like that. Right? It's in there good? Okay. You can decorate your sea to have more vegetation if you want. Like, I have these really neat little stickers, and they kind of look like, I don't know, like plants and seaweed and stuff. So maybe I'm going to put a couple of those just on this. There's one there. And I'll get another green one. And I'll put it over on this side. Right. Like that. Okay, so there's my scene. And then your little fishies, this is the cool part. So if you ask mom or dad or somebody for a needle and thread, and you just poke it through the fin and pull it out, you're going to have a string. And when you take the string and you punch it through the top of your box, be careful, you don't want to stab yourself. You can hang your fishes. Fishies? The plural of fish is fish, which is kind of funny because it's almost the same word. Well, it is the same word. It's just fish. So, there. I sew a little bit through the box so that my fish is secure. Where are my scissors? There they are. And then, here I've got the other one. So let's do that again, right? Got the little fishy. Gonna take my needle and I'm gonna poke a little hole. And make sure you don't pull the string all the way out. But poke another hole and bring it through. Then you can take the two ends of the strings and tie a little knot. Whoop. Probably better than that, but there, right? Just so that the string is secure. There. Okay? Then we're going to take the fishy and let's put him right in the middle here. So I push this needle through the top of the box, and I'm gonna, we'll do a craft one day where we do a little bit of sewing, and then I could show you how to do that. But you put it up through, down one, and then up, down again, right? Just like that. And then you can make a little knot like that. Let's make the knot again. Just like that. And snip off the tail. My other one I didn't secure. Oh, that's good. That's good. So then when you turn it around, you see the fish are floating in the water. Kind of hard to see. Okay, they're floating. Woo! I'll show you again on the big camera in a second. Let's go over here for a second. So I'll show you, right? There's your fishes, and they're floating in the water. And then if you move them, whoop, 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 they're moving. Okay. So then back to there. The last part. Step 5. Cut out a boat and insert it in the slit at the top of the box. So there's my box. Remember when I said cut the top of the Kleenex box off and save this? Well, that's exactly what I did. I cut out my boat from the cardboard, excuse me, and you can decorate your boat. Let's give this boat a name. Let's call it the SS Minnow. Hopefully it's not going out on a 3-hour tour. Little joke. Okay. Then I took one of my favorite craft items, a straw. And I wanted to cut it just like that. And then we're going to tape that on the back. Actually, not yet. We're going to take that bit of scrap paper that we saved, and we're going to make a sailing mast. So you take a square, probably about that big. If you fold it in half a little bit, fold it in half a little bit, and put a little slit. Wait a minute. Did I do that right? No, I didn't do that right. Okay. Let's fold it that way. Put it a little slit. Just like that. Okay? Now you got a slit there and a slit there. We're going to put our boat mast through the slit, go through the top. Let's secure it with a little bit of tape. Just like that. And then take our mast and secure it to our boat. I may have made my mast a little big, or my sail a little big. I'm looking for some real wind, huh? Anyway, just like that. See my boat? All right. Then we're going to take our boat and put it in the top of the box. Just like that. And when it goes out of the water, let's go over here. It looks like this. There's your boat on the Sea of Galilee. And there's your fish swimming in the sea. And then there was a little sign that was part of the diorama, because you gotta let people know what's going on here. You can take that right to the top. Let me just get a little bit of tape. Can't really see me doing it because I'm doing it down below there, but and there is the marvelous catch with the boat. And you can decorate your boat however you want to decorate it. Kind of fun, huh? So, if you want to make your own Sea of Galilee, I'm going to leave the lesson in the lesson folder in the lobby of the church, and you can get it and you can make it yourself, just like this. Woo! Look at those fish swimming. Those are happy fish. So, let's end our lesson today with our closing prayer, and make the sign of the cross. Put your hands together and bow your head and close your eyes. And say, Lord Jesus, you called Peter and his friends to follow you. You have also called each of us. Help us to trust in you as Peter did and make our faith grow stronger every day. In your loving name, amen. So, I want to wish everybody a really great week, and I'll see you again next week on Sunday. February the, what day is it? 16th. Have yourself a very happy Valentine's Day. If you have a Valentine in mind, give them a kiss and treat them with kindness. I look forward to seeing you again. Take care. Bye-bye.